Welcome, I'm Sue here with Get to the Farm. Today we're looking at the world of fertilizers. We'll be discussing a crucial decision that every gardener has to make, choosing between organic and synthetic fertilizers. As you might already know, fertilizers are essential for promoting plant growth and ensuring healthy yields. But with so many options available, it can be challenging to decide which one is right for you. Today, we'll explore the benefits and drawbacks of both organic and synthetic fertilizers and help you make an informed decision based on your gardening goals and personal preferences. We'll also emphasize the importance of responsible fertilizer use and following label instructions to prevent any harm to plants and the environment. So let's dive in and discover which type of fertilizer is the best fit for your garden. Organic fertilizers can improve soil structure and promote soil health, but they may contain variable amounts of nutrients and can be more expensive than synthetic fertilizers. Those synthetic fertilizers, on the other hand, are made from chemically processed materials such as ammonia, urea, and phosphoric acid. They're typically less expensive than organic fertilizers and can provide nutrients quickly and in specific amounts. However, synthetic fertilizers can be harmful to the soil health and the environment if overused or misapplied. Gardening can have many confusing terms and abbreviations, so here's a few fertilizer terms to get you started. NPK. That refers to the three primary macronutrients needed by plants: nitrogen, N, phosphorus, P, and potassium, K. Fertilizers are often labeled with their NPK ratios, which indicates the relative amounts of each nutrient in the product. Micronutrients are essential elements required by plants in small quantities, such as iron, manganese, and zinc. Foliar feeding is a method of applying fertilizers or other nutrients directly onto the leaves of plants, rather than applying to the soil. Soil pH is a measure of the acidity or alkalinity of the soil, which can affect the availability of nutrients to plants. Slow-release fertilizers are fertilizers that release their nutrients slowly over time, as their name suggests, rather than all at once. This can help avoid nutrient leaching and provide a more sustained source of nutrients for your plants. When choosing a fertilizer, it's important to read the label carefully, understand the nutrient content, application rates, any precautions or restrictions. Look for products that are appropriate for your soil type, your crop or plant species, and the stage of growth. Fertilizers can be applied several ways, including broadcasting, sprinkling fertilizer evenly over the soil surface; banding, placing the fertilizer in a narrow band around the roots of the plant; side dressing, applying a fertilizer in a band alongside an entire row of plants; foliar feeding, as we said, involves spraying fertilizer directly onto the leaves of plants. When you're looking at supplying nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, sulfur, magnesium, and micronutrients, different fertilizers can provide different combinations and amounts of these essential nutrients. Nitrogen is often needed in larger amounts for plant growth. This is responsible for leaf and stem development, while phosphorus is important for root growth and flower and fruit production. Potassium is necessary for overall plant health and stress tolerance. Calcium is needed for cell wall development, while sulfur and magnesium are important components of proteins and enzymes. Micronutrients are required in small amounts, but are still crucial for plant growth and development. Animal manures, such as chicken, cow, or horse manure, can be a good source of nutrient for plants. However, they must be composted or aged before use to avoid the risk of pathogens, odor, and burning the plants by being too rich. Manure tea is a liquid fertilizer made by steeping aged manure in water, and it can provide a quick source of nutrients for plants. Natural fertilizers can include ingredients such as bone meal, blood meal, fish meal, rock phosphate, which provide different combinations of nutrients. Mixing your own balanced fertilizer can help tailor the nutrient content to the specific needs of your plants or soil. Keep an eye out for a future video on mixing your own balanced fertilizer. Mixing your own balanced fertilizers can be a great option for those who want to have more control over the nutrients their plants receive. To do this, you need to understand the nutrient needs of your plants and the nutrient content of various fertilizers which you plan to use. One approach is to mix different fertilizers in specific ratios to create a balanced blend that provides all the essential nutrients needed for plant growth. For example, you might mix bone meal, blood meal, and fish meal to create a balanced blend of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Another option is to use natural ingredients like compost, manure, and worm castings to create a nutrient-rich soil that can provide a steady supply of nutrients to your plants over time. Growth-enhancing substances, also known as plant growth regulators, are chemicals that can help plants grow and develop faster, stronger, and more resilient. These substances can include hormones like auxins, cytokines, gibberellins, as well as other compounds like humic acid and seaweed extract. These substances can be applied to plants in a variety of ways, including foliar sprays, root drenches, or soil amendment. However, it's important to use these substances carefully and follow the instructions carefully as well, as using too much can harm your plants or even kill them. It's important to note that growth-enhancing substances are not a replacement for proper soil nutrition and care. Ultimately, the choice between organic and synthetic fertilizers come down to your personal preferences and gardening goals. Organic fertilizers are more sustainable and environmentally friendly, but can be more expensive and may require more frequent applications. Synthetic fertilizers are often cheaper, provide a quick boost of nutrients, but can also lead to nutrient imbalances and harm the environment if not used properly. Both types have their own benefits and drawbacks, so it's important to weigh the pros and cons before making your decision. In any case, proper fertilizer application and management can help promote healthy, robust plant growth. Remember, whether you choose organic or synthetic fertilizers, it's crucial to use them responsibly and follow the instructions on the label. Overuse of any fertilizer can harm plants and the environment, so it's essential to find the right balance. Thanks for watching. Happy gardening. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time. And I feel like New York City. Get me to the farm.